Legion Tactical Cutlery.
Hold the line!
Hey everyone, how you guys doing? Gruggs here at Legion Tactical Cutlery. Welcome back, troops, legionnaires, new recruits. As always, appreciate you all checking out my channel and my videos. All right, today we got something pretty cool. We've got the Eafengrow EF-123. It's an awesome looking blade, and I cannot wait to test this out. Troops, what is your weapon of choice today? What are you carrying? Well, I've got my Fintiso Rook. This is next up on the chopping block. I really am enjoying this folder, and I can't wait to test it out and show everybody. What are you all carrying? Veterans and active military, as always, just want to say thank you very much for your service. Enjoy this video. That's an awesome looking blade right there. All right, let's go over the quick specs. Eafengrow EF-123 is the model. Overall length, 10.5 inch. Blade length, 5.8 inch. Blade steel is 14C28N in a satin finish. Blade hardness is 59 to 61 HRC. Blade thickness is 3.5 millimeters with a blade width of 1.18 inch. Handle length is 4.7 inch. Handle material is a black G10 with a weight of 10.29 ounce, and it features a full tang lanyard hole, Kydex sheath, tech lock, and it did include a lanyard. All right, troops, let's check out this awesome blade. Let's do a quick close-up because I want to get to work, man. What an awesome looking blade. Kind of reminds me of a Japanese style Tonto. It's got a mid-saber grind with a beautiful swedge over there. You can see that upsweep of the blade, a generous sharpening choil and finger choil. I love the guard. Let's take a look at that guard. Okay, it's nice and thick, and it seems to be doing the job. Beautiful G10 scales, nicely done, full tang goodness. There's the other side of the G10 scales. Removable. It does include a lanyard, has a lanyard hole. The fit and finish of this knife is just fantastic. I just want you all to take a look at this, man. It is one of the nicest blades that Eafengrow is selling right now. Now, originally, I was told by a subscriber this knife was made for going fishing, and it was in a different type of steel, H1, which is, highly resistant to rusting in salt water. But this is 14C28N steel, and I am excited to test it out. Okay, we're going to do some light work with this knife, nothing too heavy duty. For me, in my opinion, this is more of a, fighting type of knife, maybe a hunting knife. Yeah, take it fishing. I think it would be great. But, I've got a decent sized log over here, and we're going to test it out just to see how it holds up, okay? Now, let's take a look at this awesome sheath. Man, this is a dream sheath for me, okay? Pancake style. It has the slots. It has the rivets, man. The only thing this knife is missing is some leather accents and a leather dangler, okay? And maybe some kind of a pouch. But this is a wonderful, wonderful Kydex sheath. Let's pop the knife in. We're looking good, troops. Let's get to work. All right, troops, as I mentioned, some light work. We're gonna take this log right here, and we're gonna do a little bit of processing and do a little bit of chopping, batoning, etc. I wanna see how the steel holds up to wood, okay? So they did include this lanyard, which I'm appreciative of. So let's give it a go, man. Now, the size of this handle, I can tell you already, is perfect for my hand. It's definitely got space for a big hand, as you could see. So bravo, bravo, Eafengrow. Very nice. I hope everybody has had a nice weekend. I just got back from a hike with this knife, so I couldn't wait to get back. It cooled off a little bit because it did rain over here, and it is just, muggy and hot right now. So, and luckily I'm under some shade, and just excited to get this tested out, man. The knife did come extremely sharp out of the box. All right, it's already biting into the wood. Everything is damp, everything is wet over here. Again, my suggestion is that if you are going to take this in an environment for camping, hunting, fishing, take a saw with you, take an axe with you, okay? I'm only doing this just to test out, to show everybody how awesome Eafengrow is, and you know, the materials and stuff that they produce is pretty good. So if you had to use this knife out in the field in this capacity, maybe another person is using your axe or your saw and you need to do some very light work with this knife, well, you have that opportunity. In my opinion, I think this is more of a fighting knife, okay? And you could use it maybe, if your state allows it, inside the waistband. But man, it's digging in. I got myself a nice, decent, hard piece of wood. Nothing too big, but nothing small either. Okay, got a nice challenging piece here for sure. Now, I know a lot of you are concerned about that choil. I have to be honest, I am too, but look at how thick that is over here. You know, where I might think it's a weak point, I think it's pretty thick, in my opinion. And that's why I'm testing it out, you know? And I'm excited to bring this to you. Now, such a beautiful knife, you know, I wouldn't recommend anybody using it like this. However, you know, Eafengrow was good enough to send me this knife when I asked them. And I want to put it to the test and prove to everybody that this is a very capable knife. And I will try to use every part of the blade. And, you know, I do appreciate the different type of steels that Eafengrow uses all the time. And I love their 14C28N. They definitely heat treat it right. All right, we're biting away. Yeah, so the original intent for this knife was for fishing. I was kind of surprised. But come on, man, that's a fighter, if you ask me. Hunter, fighter, beautiful knife, man. And I could see how, you know, fishing could come into play with this for sure, because it's definitely got that nice fillet type, you know, blade where you can go right across the fish and then, you know, use the knife to cut the fins, etc. And, you know, if it comes through cutting up this wood, then, you know, why not use it for, you know, the water? I mean, you could be an avid fisherman. You know, you take it to a lake or a stream or, you know, whatever. The handle is good, man. What a great grip. Even though it's straight, it still works. It's comfortable. A steel is looking good. I am trying to use every part of the blade. Hopefully you could see that. I am taking my time. It is hot out here and muggy, and I have to watch. So if those that are new to this channel, I do have some health issues, but I try and do the best that I can to come outdoors and enjoy, you know, enjoy life. And one of my favorite things to do is to test out knives. Definitely a nice hard piece of wood here. So there's a content creator I want to shout out. Steins vs. Knives. Steins vs. Knives. Awesome, awesome content creator. He just got started And he is funny, man. He is funny, and he is growing by leaps and bounds. You know, he has some funny stuff out there, and just people are just, you know, so happy with him that they're subscribing to him at an alarming rate. So just go check him out, man. All right, let's check real quick. Looking good. Looking good, troops. So you could see this wood, man, it's solid. And so far this knife is coming through, and I know, including myself, a lot of people had concern about this choil, but so far so good. And again, look how thick that is. I mean, that's pretty good over here. You know, I'm not sure how much of a weak point that is, but so far it's doing pretty good. But again, I'll tell you right now, I would not recommend you doing what I'm doing. Again, I'm doing this to test the knife, to prove to you all that this is a decent made, high quality blade from Eafengrow. All right. Okay, you didn't see me pound the living daylights out of this. The knife did the work. You could see the discoloration where the sweet spot is. Even though I tried using most of the blade, looks like the sweet spot is right over here. The knife did great, man. So far, so good. Now, let me just clean up this area and we'll do a little bit of batoning. All right, troops, got my baton. You could see it's a nice sized piece of wood, right? Excellent. Let's see. Looking good. Let's process it even further, okay? Made some thirds. So it's nice and thin, you know. It's nice and thin, and you could really narrow this down a bit, how thick or thin you want. And again, I'm not pounding, you know, I'm not pounding the blade, just so it does the job. All right, let's keep going. You know, you catch some fish, you want a small fire. That's a nice little pound right there. Okay, I'll pick that up in a second. Ah, what the heck, I'll make this even smaller. All right. Looking good. Let's do this one. Giving it some little more effort. Just the blade is scuffed and stained, but that's about it. Okay, let's do this one. Let's make quarters out of this. A nice little pound right there, although I know I don't have to do it. Looking good, man. Looking good. Okay, one more time. We'll go by towards the end of the blade over here. All right, troops. Vertical batoning, I'm satisfied. Let's do some horizontal. This is the second half of that piece of wood that I chopped through. Let's do a little bit of batoning, testing out the whole blade. There we go. Look at that split. Okay, that's in there good. Just be careful. Blade looks good, man. Awesome. Looking good, man. I am happy. Let's see. No, it's still not ready for a split, so let's do the other side now. Again, utilizing the whole blade. I want to utilize the whole blade. There we go. All right. Okay. Looks good, man. Again, it's a nice hard piece of wood. A good test so far. This area seems to be working out just fine. Let's make this smaller pieces. All right, we are looking good so far. These are some gnarly pieces of wood right here, okay? So I'll probably process these down a little bit better for feather sticks. But you know what? Let me see if I could just make this a little bit smaller and thinner maybe. Let's see. There we go, good. Yeah, man, it's doing fine. So far, so good, man. Just some wood over here. I see nothing wrong with this blade. Again, I would not recommend that you use this particular blade from Eafengrow to do this kind of work. But I have to show you the quality of the, the make of these knives. All right. I got you on camera. Excellent, excellent. Let me see if I can get rid of some of this bark using that point. And you could be cutting into bone, in an animal or a fish, and you could use that tip to get in there. So I just want to show you, this is a little bit tougher than what I'm used to. Not even the water has separated the bark from the wood. But as you can see, I am using the tip effectively to get through that bark. Now we're doing a little prying. Okay. Good species of wood, whatever I grabbed. This stuff is a good piece for testing. Let's see that choil now. All right, cool. Allow me to process these even further, and then we'll do some individual curls and feather sticks. But before I do that, while I have you on, you can see she's still sharp after doing that work. You can see the curls right there. You can see the nice thin curls I'm making. Okay, awesome, good stuff right here, good stuff. All right, troops, with the knife, I refined this off camera. I made some decent feather sticks. This is the two pieces that I quartered, and I have when I was doing the horizontal batoning. However, we're gonna try and start up a fire for Steins. I promised my man Steins that I would do a Legion light up for him. And we have that opportunity now. Okay, so as you can see, I'm making these individual curls. And the knife is sharp. It is doing the job. Again, for these light tasks, I see nothing wrong with using this knife in the outdoors. And I honestly believe this is a fighting knife, for martial arts of some sort. If you're a martial artist, I think this might be a very nice, knife for you to practice with, or obviously defend yourself. So, but who knows? You might be a martial artist and love the outdoors, and you want to take it out for the outdoors. Well, look at this, man. All right. Just making a whole bunch of individual curls for the light up. Couple different ways you could hold it and use the knife. So I tried to use every part of the blade so far. All right, and as you can see, it's doing the job here. Okay, we have some nice curls for the later light up. And let's make a couple feather sticks. That we could throw on. Now, I've made some feather sticks out of the box with this, and you've seen it. You may have seen it. If not, go check out my Legion premiere of this knife. And you will see, some initial sharpness out of the box. And I mean, this is doing real well after that bit of abuse, Now I do have, instead of using the choil, I have this area covering the guard, as you can see, to get, you know, a little bit more choking up. It's for me, it's where it's comfortable, you know. Okay, check that out. Hopefully it'll dry by the time I'm ready to light this up. I do have some fat wood we're going to try out. So, I mean, it's doing it, man. It is capable for sure. Okay, so let me do another feather stick or two off camera. We've got the curls. I want to make a bigger pile. We're doing good, man. We're doing good. All right, troops, so far so good. Very capable knife. I made a nice big pile, individual curls. I split this piece of wood in half and I made these feather sticks. They are a bit wet. I'm hoping that they're going to dry out. Fret not. We have some fat wood here, and I want to test a couple things. As you can see, I'm going to make these small curls here. All right, to supplement lighting up the fire. I kind of do want to test out the spine. I mean, I might as well, because the knife is scuffed up, so it's not that pretty satin anymore. Who cares? Now, there's a subscriber who asked me to do some maintenance on video. I'm no expert, but you know what? I'll give it a go. So I'll leave this dirty until I can make a video of how I maintain one of my knives. How's that? Sound good? So let's do that. Okay, so for right now, I just want to show that I am making these nice, thin, individual curls from very, very hard wood, the hard fat wood. That smells good, man. So very capable, this knife. As you can see, it's just making a wonderful pile so far. And I kind of want to get them thin so that when the ferro material sparks onto the wood, it'll light up quick, okay? But here's one way of doing it. Now, let's test the fluff factor. There we go. You can see I'm using the spine, I guess right here by the end of the swedge in the beginning of the jimping area. Seems to be doing pretty good. So let's just, let me just keep going. Oops. Oh, the jimping area is doing even a better job. Oh, the jimping area is wonderful. Okay, great. Well, then that's what we're going to use. All right, it's not just for holding your thumb. That's why they call it multi-purpose. All right, so we know the jimping works very well. We know the swedge works. Now, how about the choil? Look at that, beautiful, look at that. That's nice right there. Let's test out this choil. Try something different. Not so good with the choil. I would have thought this was a little bit sharper. Let me see a different area of the choil. Not so easy. You're better off using the jimping. It seems to be doing the job. Okay. All right. Now, I'm kind of curious now. The wood. Let's use the jimping on the wood. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Nice. Very nice. Excellent. We've got a whole bunch of stuff. Steins, I think we're going to do a pretty good light up for you, okay? So I'm pretty satisfied with this knife. I'm pretty satisfied so far what it can do. And, you know, let's light it up for Steins, all right? All right, troops, let's give it a go. Now, I did do some testing. Showers, man, this thing sparks, okay? It's not pretty anymore. It is a user now, but now you all know. Those who have it and haven't tried it, and those who have it, you know, you can depend on this baby. So let's do this, okay? Come on. Yeah, there we go, Steins. All right. As you said, break yourself, fool. Check that out, Steins. All right, hold on. Let's give you the whole full effect. Oh, check that out, Steins. How nice that is, huh? You've been on it, sir. Here's that wood fluff, okay? That's on there too now. All right. Feather stick action. There you go. Another feather stick. Still wet, kind of, but we're looking good. All right, Steins. You're good to go, brother. Okay, you've been honored, sir. Okay? As promised, man. All right, troops, man. That's a great knife. I don't care what anybody says. Okay? Again, I don't recommend you abusing it the way I did, but I got to test out this knife, and I think it did a fine job. Steins, enjoy. All right, cool. That was a pretty awesome light up for Steins. Now, let's do some camp tasks. Found some resource on the floor, some synthetic rope right here. Let's see how it works out. Utilizing the choil. Cool, man. It did it. Nice. Let's do it one more time without the choil. Excellent. Good job. Now, I've got natural rope. Everything's sticking to everything. Okay. I got the natural rope right here, so. Good to go on the natural rope. Fantastic. Now, there's that Velcro. And I hate using this to cut it up, but, you know, I got to get some more paracord. It's still something good to show, you know, if you want to make this a little bit smaller. Maybe you need to cut this into 2 pieces. You know what I mean? It's good, thick, sturdy stuff. Easy. All right, now you've got, you know, 2 pieces that you could utilize for whatever reason. And last but not least, I've got some of this material. It's starting to thunder out here, troops, and I don't fool around with electricity. So nice, man. This is great. Let's conclude. There we have it, troops. So those who were concerned about that choil, you gotta admit, it did a fine job. Now again, I'm not going to recommend to use this particular knife to do the work that I did, other than, you know, cutting rope and making feather sticks, etc. But chopping, batoning, I say let an axe do the job for you if you have this knife. However, you saw that it was capable of doing it. I have no issues. The steel is still sharp. The heat treat is done right. Eafengrow has come through again as far as I'm concerned. And again, I hope I alleviated those concerns about that big choil. I didn't bash it, but I wasn't easy on it either, troops, so just know that. Fantastic knife. I hope you all enjoyed. Steins, you've been honored today with a Legion light up. Good job on your channel, man. You're rocking, you're kicking ass. Keep going. Troops, Legionnaires, new recruits, thank you very much. Don't forget to go check out Steins vs. Knives. I'll leave a link. And I just want to say thank you again for showing up and checking this out. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know in the comments below. And if you like this, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. I want to bring awareness to everybody. Hashtag 22 a day. Hashtag 22 a day no more. There are veterans in active military that once they get out of the service, they do face a lot of challenges. Unfortunately, one of these challenges is suicide. At the end of this video, pause on the slides. Okay? Check out those phone numbers. Call them. Check out those websites. Surf them. Go talk to somebody. There's also a message from one of your own, Martin Miller. He's a Legionnaire of this channel. All right. He was also a veteran, 66 to 69, U.S. Army. He has a heartfelt message. Read that message. Seek the help you all have earned and deserved. Troops, Legionnaires, new recruits, I got to get out of here because it is starting to thunder and I am nervous. I don't fool around with Mother Nature. At the ready, troops, hold the line. Take care. Legionnaires!